absolutely love beef. T-bones, porterhouse, sirloin, fillets. I love beef. But there are times that the best cut of meat on the grill is a pork chop. And I'm not talking about that paper thin loin thing you get at the meat department. I'm talking about calling your butcher and having him or her cut 1.5 inch bone-in pork chop. You gotta have the bone in. And if you cook these things properly, they will rival any steak. Pork today is not like you envisioned it 50 years ago when it was fatty. Today's pork is lean. It's got a lot of vitamin B12 in it. It's a great cut of meat, and if done properly, it will rival any cut of beef. And oh, by the way, you buy pork for about $3 a pound versus $9 or $10 a pound for good beef. So let's talk about pork chops today on Barbecue My Way. This is the absolute best way to start your charcoal. It results in absolutely no taste of petroleum from the lighter fluid.
Du har bränts fast i mitt hjärta och i min själ. Och nu står jag i en rondell.
Beautiful bone-in chops, cut to 1 1/2 inch thickness. This is really just a pretty simple way of doing chops. First you drizzle it with a little olive oil. That'll keep it from sticking to the grill and holding the moisture. And it also allows the rubs to hang on to the chops as you grill them. I'm doing a actual little steak rub, some fuzzy steak rub for this series of chops. And then on top of that I followed off with a little kicker. And I think it's important that you really get the sides of the chops too, because there's a lot of flavor there and people tend to forget that area of the chop.
Mina erotiska vibbar. Ja, de vill mig aldrig någonsin.
I'm sprinkling hickory chips over the fire here to give the pork that smoky flavor.
Åh, herregud, vad barmhärtig.
Alright, we're just waiting for the coals to get ready here. They burn off pretty hot at first with the hickory chips that we just put down. We want to get that red glowing look to it. That's when it's at the peak of the heat, and then we're getting ready to put the chops on. We kind of seal them with the high heat on both sides, and then put the lid on to slow cook them the rest of the way. I grill them about 3 minutes on each side over high heat, making sure there's no flare-ups, and then I put the lid on. Roughly 7 to 10 minutes aside. Perfectly done. Don't forget to subscribe to our barbecue email newsletter. And if you're listening to this on YouTube, rate us and subscribe.